This episode is brought to you by Original Grain, who are the artisans that have crafted the beautiful timepieces on our watch, on our wrist. Are you wearing the ring too?
Yeah, and look how nice it goes.
Yeah, so that they if you guys don't know Original Grain, they're a company that takes reclaimed materials, right? So like they use wood, they'll use ocean plastics, and they
whiskey
take them,
barrels.
Yeah, and so if something like was going to go to become trash, they take it and they turn them into, not only is it a watch, but it's also like kind of a piece of art because it's, you know, part of the natural world. So
and they're good looking.
Yeah, great watches at a great price point. So they make watches out of like old tequila barrels, whiskey barrels, beer barrels, guitars. So it's like, if you know,
ammunition boxes, military plastic,
like real old military ammunition boxes. They make them into cool watches. Like, what a great fucking gift for, you know, your dad who was like ex-military or whatever. So we love them. Not only are they good for the environment, but they're like stylish and cool. So if you head over,
and Brian, I'm sorry, and they're good size millimeter for a watch standpoint. They're lightweight, which is nice. They're good looking, and they're very reasonably priced. I mean, they really are. Considering what watches go for, these are very, very reasonably priced.
And not only are they already reasonably priced, but if you go to originalgrain.com/issues, you'll get. So as of right now, they're running a sale, which is 20% off for Black Friday and for the holidays. But if you use the code ISSUES at checkout, you'll get an extra 10% off your already 20% off. So you'll get a total of 30% off from being a listener of the show.
It's almost free.
Yeah, and so go check them out. Great holiday gift, you know, like for any man in your life. They have women's watches too, which are really nice. They have wedding bands. So go do something good for the environment and do something good for your style.
I think dads will like it, and the wedding bands are very nice. I think it would be a real, like, if you guys got me this, I have a couple that I bought from them because they have all different styles and colors, so you can wear them depending on what outfit you're wearing. But the wedding band I wear all the time. It's very smooth. And it's a nice gift. Like, if you guys got me something like this for the holidays, I think it was a really nice gift.
Yeah. So go do that. Go make your dad proud at originalgrain.com/issues.
You're joking, right?
Well, I'm trying to be hopeful. I'm trying to be optimistic about that.
Well, I guess you're too young to be a little pessimistic like me. The fucking things I see out there, people are stupid.
This is how we record the podcast, Dad.
Oh, starting. Hi, Brian. How are you? What's going on?
You can adjust your volume because this is the volume as it should be. And then you can, if your sound's too loud,
that's what I want to know for all those years.
Yeah, nice. 2 years over now.
All those years, I said.
Yeah, no. I'm just extrapolating on it.
Thank you. Big words.
2 years.
Hello, everybody. Hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving.
Yes, this is post Thanksgiving.
That's why I said it, Bronny.
Okay.
See, I'm just doing what you do.
I'll see you guys. Yeah. It's a joke.
That's why I just. Ron, you got to know your audience. If I don't like it, when you get a haircut, have her fix your eyebrows.
Okay.
All right. Hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. Definitely probably ate a lot. Did you have a nice Thanksgiving?
I did. Yeah, ours was last night.
Yeah, you were a little quiet.
I was just chilling.
And you went to bed early.
Yeah, I was tired.
You didn't socialize with a lot of people upstairs. We went upstairs. You didn't come up, which is okay. I want to make sure everything was okay.
Oh, everything was totally fine. I just was tired, chilling.
All right, just want to make sure you're good.
Yeah, no,
because I missed you spending time with you. So we had a nice time upstairs.
Yeah, upstairs on the roof. Yeah. At the end of after dinner, everyone went up on the roof, and
which was just to me the most relaxing time.
I don't know, just chilling. There was literally nothing wrong at all. I was just tired.
No problem.
I went to bed at like 4:30 in the morning the night before,
and you took a nap during the day.
And I took a nap during.
Why'd you go to 4:30? What happened? Yeah,
I just went out on Friday.
Where'd you go? What'd you do?
Went to Atlantic Avenue.
Oh, that's right.
In Delray.
So all your friends. Wednesday night before Thanksgiving's a fun night, right?
Yeah, I mean, it used to be, well, it technically is called Blackout Friday, right? Like there's Black Friday, or Blackout Wednesday, I mean.
Well, again,
there's Black Friday.
Black thing, but go ahead.
Not because of black. The color,
but I'm surprised that name's not changed.
Black Friday?
Yeah.
Why is it called that? Because like blackout deals maybe, right?
I have no idea.
Well, Black Friday is on Friday, and then we do a thing on Wednesday called Blackout Wednesday because everyone from like growing up is back in town because you come home for the
Blackout or blackout?
Blackout, like you get so drunk you black out.
That's so stupid. Go ahead.
Why would you think it's be called Backout Friday?
Everyone gets back together. I don't know. That's why
okay, that makes sense. Like you're all back out,
right? Going out, right?
No, it's called Blackout Wednesday because you go out with all your friends from growing up, from high school and childhood and all that because they're all in town, and you hit like the local town bars.
Was it Atlanta crowded?
Extremely.
Or young people or people my age?
Too young for me. I was like,
old man. Brian's an old man. Took a nap. He went to bed early.
They were like 18-year-olds. So it's like maybe they're not 18-year-olds, they're like 21-year-olds, but that's children. So it was fun.
All right, well, I'm glad you saw your friends.
Wow, you're tired.
Yeah, I am. Well,
I'm not tired anymore. I got on my rest. That's why I went to bed early last night.
Yesterday was a lot of prep for the holiday, for Thanksgiving. I think too much, if you ask me, but Mom likes it.
You like it. If last night we didn't have anything, you would be upset.
No, I like the roof part. Just relaxing. Who's here?
I don't know, but we're in a podcast, so it doesn't matter.
I'm gonna see. I gotta look in the mirror.
God, in the ring. You also sound sick.
I'm just very. It's still the morning for me.
Yeah, we are recording this early Thursday morning.
But no,
doesn't matter who it is.
I can't see who it is. I like the after thing, hanging out. I don't like the whole fucking prep. I'm not into Thanksgiving. I know it's Mom's favorite holiday. I know you kids love it. It's not my thing.
I mean, like the thing with Thanksgiving is you love it because it was so long, like between, right?
What do you mean?
Like there was a year between, so you're like looking forward to it, and then when it happens, you're like, oh, this is what I was excited about. But that's everything.
Well, I think having a family holiday is a really nice thing. I like just being with you boys and Mom. I think that's my best time. So I have 32 people over. It's a lot. It's not my thing. A lot of prepping. Takes time.
Yeah, it's 8 hours of work for 8 minutes of
It's
enjoyment.
more than even 8 hours of work. It really is.
I'm talking about like the cooking.
Yeah, but it's so much work, and I still got to have to clean up certain things, put tables away, and it's just a lot, and feeding everybody, and it's our holiday. Mom does it. You guys like it, so I go with it. But I really couldn't care. Not to sound like a Scrooge. It's just not my thing.
Negative, Dad.
I just want to be with you guys and Mom. I'm happy to go away. I would enjoy it. Like I'm looking forward to the Mexico trip. That's like going to be a great
Bryce
trip.
Burke and I said that yesterday. We were like, we would have been happy to go away for Thanksgiving.
I know, but it becomes also so expensive. And how many times can we keep going away? Like if I'm off from work for 4 days, I like to be home. There's something about being home and relaxing than to have to go away just to avoid everybody. Does that make sense?
Yeah, well, we weren't saying to go away to avoid somebody, but also,
but I'd like be going away to avoid having 35 people at my house.
Yeah, that's why you'd be going away. Yeah. No, I get that totally. Thanksgiving too it's just not as special when you live here.
What? The cold up north.
Oh no, I don't mean that. I mean like when you live near home. Part of why Bryce Burke and I used to love it so much was that we all lived away. So like, right, like the family was never together and we all lived separately. So then we would like come home and it was a special thing because everyone was together and it was like our first time home in 9 months. Bryce and I are home every 4 days. So it's just like, oh, it's another weekend. You know, it's not special anymore. I'm not saying it's bad. It's still a holiday, but it doesn't have the.
Yeah, you know, when you guys all get married and have kids, that's all I'm doing a holiday Thanksgiving with. My boys, their wives, their kids. Mom, I'm not doing a whole big fucking another.
That'll be even bigger than it is now.
No, that'll just be, let's say, 12 and us.
But how can you? So you're like, what if my wife is like, but I want my cousins and aunts and uncles and parents to come. What if Burke's wife is like, I want my 4 sisters to come. What if
no, that's
right?
to be.
So you're just going to say only us? Like, no, that's not going to fly.
No, of course it is. There'll be other holidays.
It already doesn't fly now. You say you just want our family, and we have all these random ass people come to Thanksgiving. So you think it's going to fly even more when it's like we actually like it's our wives we care about. I don't give a shit about.
You'll pick a different
random
holiday.
people that
you'll
come
pick
to
a different holiday with your wife.
Okay, we'll see how that flies.
Yeah, well, be a man, bro.
You be a man. You're the one saying you don't want a Thanksgiving at all, and
no,
you end up every single year at 40 people. So you be a man.
It's still my house. I'm doing it in my house.
Right, that's even less of you being a man because you're saying I don't want any of it, but it ends up happening every year at your house on your
I still
time.
have my boys here, though. I still have my immediate family. I want my immediate family here.
Yeah, no, and I'm saying the immediate family will always be there. It'll definitely only get bigger when more people are added to the immediate family, of course.
Yeah, but we're gonna have to cut out all of the other people.
Yeah, and again, I'm saying let's see how that flies because that's not going to happen.
Can't do it. Can't physically fit. I'm not doing it. Then you will have to have Thanksgiving.
Well, yeah.
And we'll go to your place.
We'll figure it. Yeah, because my place is going to be bigger than your place. Doubt. For a while.
Well, we're always going to see you Thanksgiving, so just remember that.
Yeah, no. Thanksgiving is
our thing.
Yeah. Thanksgiving's our thing. We have to do it, but we complain about it the entire time.
No, I don't complain. I just.
That's what the last 8 minutes have been. Both of us complaining about this holiday.
No, I'm not complaining.
I'm not complaining. It's a lot of work, and I have a lot of shit to do.
Oh my God! All right. So what's going on? What's on the horizon, Bronny Boo? How was your job? You started first week of work. How was that?
Oh, I guess we could do like life updates. Yeah, I started work. Someone's calling me.
And Bronny got into.
Well, that's what I was just about to say.
Into University of Miami, so that's where he's going for law school.
Yeah.
So very happy about that.
I was just going to say that, but thanks. No worries.
Oh, did I take the wind out of your sail?
A little bit, but it's okay.
But all right, go ahead. So what's going on?
That's it. I mean, yeah, that's where I'm going to school next year.
I'm proud of you, Bronny.
Thanks.
It's excited. And it started to work. What's so funny?
Nothing.
Do I have the Bob Ross?
No, you have the Joan Rivers voice, if anything.
Why? Joan Rivers?
You sound like this, a little like nasally and sick.
I'm a little dry. I don't know why, but I'm not sick. I'm just a little bit dry.
Your humidifier on.
I should. But I'm completely feeling fine. But I'm a little. I sense my nasal's a little dry.
You might have to the last 3 podcast episodes we recorded. There was one of the topics of conversation was about how you're tired. That's a little odd. Maybe you need to do you have mono or some shit? I'm not even trying to be funny.
I'm not tired. I just want to relax and have a little of a dryness. That's all. Okay. Hey, I'm still fucking working this fucking podcast, bro. Last podcast, I fucking killed it. I don't want to hear about it.
Did you think you killed it?
I fucking killed it. What was it about again?
I don't know.
Yeah, please.
So you know that you killed it, but you don't remember.
I know I killed it because it was good. But we were talking about something. I hung up. I wanted to drop the mic.
Well, you're talking about the men and women shit, like the double standard, and then FTX as well.
Come on. I always kill on the fucking podcast.
I always kill it on the fucking podcast. That's how you sound.
So you want to sound like you?
Yeah. I look at me.
Look at me.
I sound great. I'm wide awake.
Hey, I'm wide awake.
I got 10 hours of sleep last night. I
you're
feel
a
great.
Bitch, 10 hours of sleep. Who gets? That's half your life.
Because the night before I got 4 hours of sleep. So I needed to catch up on it. I'm a working man. Some of us have to.
Oh my
some
God.
of us have to get some sleep to work.
Tired has to get a lot of sleep because he started working for the first time in
Not
2 years.
It's because
it's okay.
I went to sleep at 11:30 last night. That's crazy? And I woke up at 9.
Yeah, 11:30 on Thanksgiving. Yeah, when everybody was up, you went to bed. It was a little weird. You didn't even say goodnight. You didn't hang out. I thought it was a little weird.
I don't want to go up and be like, good night, everyone.
I know, but not to
then
hang.
I have to do a whole thing.
Fucking Thanksgiving, and you're there, and all the cousins there, and all the families there. We're all hanging on the roof, relaxing, beautiful night, and Bronny goes to bed. It's a little weird, yes.
At 11:30, I went to bed.
It's a little weird. That's it. It's a fucking holiday. You could have slept later. It's a little weird, but it is what it is. It's behind us, so it's all good.
I don't know. Is it?
Yes, I just think it's a weird, but I'm fine. I'm completely. What would you like to talk about, Bronny?
No, nothing. We're just talking.
I know. Don't worry about my little dry.
No, I'm worried. I worry about you.
No, don't be worried about it.
As in your old age, as you're getting older and frailer, I worry about you.
I'm not getting frailer. I'm definitely getting older, but I'm
definitely getting
fine.
older. In the last year, you definitely have had more grandpa moments than ever before.
Are you retarded?
Like in your brain moments where you're
retarded? You're retarded.
Like physically, you are great. I'm not saying you're old at all, but there have been some moments where you're won't remember something, and we're like, Dad, are you serious? Or you'll just do old person things where you'll be you won't know how to use technology or some shit where it's just Dad, come on, are you joking? You're not that old yet. But it's okay. It's the natural progression of life.
Well, no, I don't feel old in my brain. I just have a lot of things going on. I juggle. Look, I do a lot. I manage a lot of things, and sometimes you lose your bearings a little bit.
Yeah. No, it's fine. It is what it is.
It is what it is, brother.
Yeah.
So what do you got going today? You going back to Miami?
Yep, we're in Boca now. Going to go back
and
to Miami.
Doing what?
I don't know. Just
you don't have plans?
No, I never make plans.
Then why don't you have a party today?
Yeah, but I'm not going.
Why not?
Because it's during the day. It's from 1 to 4.
Who's the old guy now?
And it's at a club, not a bar, a club.
I kill myself.
And so I'm I don't want to go to a club during the day to watch. And it's to watch the USA England soccer game in the World Cup. And it's but I can just watch it from my couch indoors for free food and free drinks at my own place rather than be in a club.
That's an old man.
If it was a sports bar, different story.
I get it. I would do the sports bar thing.
But I'm not going to a club that my friends rented out because it's an app launch party that they're doing. But I was whatever.
So what? So there's no rush to go back to Miami then?
No, I said I wasn't going to go back to like 4 or 5.
Oh, gotcha.
Or just whenever I'm done with shit here.
Okay, so
But I just am going back because it's like, that's my home. I like... But
I get it. So listen.
Here it's like I live out of a bag when I'm here. The room that I sleep in is full of storage. So it's like, it's not...
Bronny, I don't blame you
whereas
one bit.
an hour away, I have my own room.
I
and
don't
it's
blame
my things in my closet.
Bron, I get to see you a couple times a week. It's all good. It's not a problem.
Yeah, it's like a little bit of a hotel vibe when I'm here.
Yeah, we got to get that room cleaned up. Because that was... All right, it's all good. But now I hear you.
Yeah.
All right, so when Bryce is going back tonight with Leo.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, good.
What are you doing tonight? Do you have plans?
We do. We have a couple of...
Okay.
There you go. Suck it, bitch. We have a couple of couples coming over after dinner. We might... I want to watch the USC game. Starts 7:30. It's a big game.
Right, and you're a big football fan.
No, I'm just like... I like watching it.
I know.
I'm
messing with you. I know.
I'm not taking offense. I'm just having a conversation. So that's at 7:30. So we're just going to probably hang on the roof with a couple of couples and just hang out. I don't know if I'll smoke a cigar. We'll see.
Okay.
So that's the plan. I'm just relaxed.
On Wednesday, you felt a little left out when I was going to hang out with my friends. Bryce was going to hang out with his friends. Burke was going to hang out with his friends. And you were like just going home. You felt a little left out on Wednesday. Remember?
What was Wednesday?
Wednesday night after we went to dinner at that tapas place. And you were like, no, what are we doing? We got to do something. And
I was a little bored. It's like Wednesday night. So it's like a Friday night. Everyone's going out and I'm doing nothing.
Yeah.
I was a little bored.
But then when you have plans, you complain. You're like, I don't want any plans.
No, I would have liked, it's just a Friday. It was like a Friday night. I would have liked to have stayed. I just want to be Mom and you guys. I would have, if we stayed out later, it would have been fine.
Yeah.
I don't have to have plans. I just want to be with.
You weren't ready for the night to end.
I just wanted to, but it was fine. I would relax and watch TV.
Yeah. Okay. To totally pivot, I guess, because
yeah,
it's a huge,
do your pivot.
Huge pivot. Have you heard about this? I mean, I don't know why I'm smiling while I'm saying this. Have you heard about the shooting in Colorado? There were like 4 shootings that happened this week.
I've heard about different shootings. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, honestly, me neither. I think there were like 7 shootings in the past 10 days in this country, which is also really interesting because a lot of people, when Trump was president and there were shootings, a lot of people were like, this is because Trump.
Yeah, because that's
But now that there are shootings and Biden's president, they still go, this is because Trump. And it's like, what?
It just makes it.
That was 3 years ago.
It's so retarded, Bronny.
And there are more shootings now than there were retarded. Under Trump.
Nothing has to do with anything with Trump right now. It's just stupid.
Yeah, not with Trump. Although he's back on Twitter now.
Oh, he is.
His Twitter was
tweeting.
He hasn't tweeted, but his account was reinstated.
Because Elon Musk owns it.
Yeah.
Right.
But he's
not tweeting, right?
Well, let me see. I don't think he's tweeted yet. Your voice is making me sound like I'm sick. It's when you like when someone's like coughing.
Is it really that bad, my voice? I think it's very soothing.
He has the last tweet he has was from January 8th, 2021. It was 2 days after the January 6th shit.
It's amazing that they cut him down.
And he said, to all those who have asked, I will not be going to the inauguration on January 20th. That's the last tweet he has.
But could you imagine that
he's back up now?
Good. I think everyone should be able to.
Yeah.
Meaning,
I agree.
That if you're a criminal, whatever, they don't know. They just speculate the whole January 6th.
Even if you're a criminal, why shouldn't you be able to just speak?
My point is, they're just speculating. There's nothing proven. Just to cut them off, just like we get cut off. We get cut off all the time on our stuff. All the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's wrong.
It is wrong. I mean, on the one hand, like the argument, right? Like if we have, right, this is our show, right? And if someone, like we choose not to have people on this show because we don't want to hear from them.
I get it, but it's a little bit different.
No,
like that's like a network.
That's why I was going to fit.
Right.
Yeah. I was going to say it's on the one hand, it's like it's a company and they honestly should be able to do whatever the fuck they want because that's also part of capitalism is that I think companies should do what they want and not the government shouldn't have to tell them what they can and can't do. But on the other hand, Twitter's so big now that it's like
a network.
Not even that. It's like the public square. It's where everyone can come to have their voices heard and to share ideas with each other. So it's literally like if you ban people from talking in like Central Park. It's just like it would be so ridiculous. But I feel both ways, honestly, at the same time. I feel that Twitter should be able to do whatever the fuck they want. And so if that's cut everyone off except 2 people, they should do that. It's their company. And if they lose money from their decisions, then that's capitalism.
Understood.
But then I also think that no one should be cut off from their voice being heard. So both of those ideas exist. in my brain.
You know, like people that say, "Oh my God, where have you guys? I haven't seen Daddy Issues, whatever," and we'll go live on Instagram, whatever it might be. Which, by the way, we haven't gone live in a long time, Bronny. We do need to do it.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so
do you want me to schedule a live with you right now?
Yeah, I do, Bronny. So the thing is, people like they don't see us because we get banned and blocked. I think it's fucking ridiculous.
It's stupid that someone would want to block us, but if I was TikTok and I had people on my app talking bad about me, I would be like, I don't want them on my app. I want my app to be able for kids to watch. And so some people are saying, fuck. You know what? I don't want them on here because advertisers are not going to want to be on our platform as much because we're trying to appeal to family.
We're not
so I get that.
But we're not saying things nearly as bad as other people that have it on TikTok.
True. Right. So it should apply to more people. I agree. It's unfairly applied. What I'm just trying to say is I feel both ways at the same time. If I was TikTok, I would probably do that as well. But then also I feel that everyone should be able to say whatever they want.
I get
it.
But
at the end of the day, it's a business. And so it's like if your business, that's why like a lot of shit that like happens in Hollywood and all the liberal, or like we were watching a commercial yesterday, right? And you were like, oh, black person, oh, interracial couple, oh, gay couple, right? Remember we were doing that? And I was like, but why is like that is just business. They probably did had a full research team to analyze what would appeal most to everyone for our commercial that we're going to spend $50 million on. And they probably came to the conclusion that we need to get a little bit of everyone so that we can appeal to the most amount of people.
I know that. I understand that.
But when you see something like that, you're like, these people are like woke retards. When I see it, I'm like, they're just making money. They're just businessmen.
No,
it's a board at the end of the day.
How did that gay movie work out for the
and so guess what?
And they didn't make money.
But there's probably not going to. But that's business too. So in business, a lot of businesses you have to pivot and you have to take risks.
I know, Pranny. I've been around more than I understand the business.
So now there might not be another gay movie again because they realize that people don't really want that.
My point is these are all predicated and done like all on thinking they're being politically correct and the wokeness, and it's bullshit. I think it's all going to backfire. That's
it's definitely bullshit. Like Amazon,
I think it's all going to backfire.
Amazon makes their workers not makes them, but Amazon workers have to wear diapers and don't get any paid leave. They're like pretty much slaves in these factories, but they have commercials saying, BLM, we stand with you. It's like they're only doing that because it helps their image.
Like I'm watching a football game yesterday. And
but no one's convinced.
It takes all of us. Or choose love in the fucking field. I'm like, oh my God, give me a fucking break. It makes you not even want to watch the program.
Yeah,
it takes all of us
to do that.
And racism. Okay, I need to see on the back of a football player, which 90% of people are black on playing football, and I don't really care. None of that bothers me, but I need to see on the back of a helmet and racism. Where's fucking racism right now that's the fucking platform they got on the back of the helmet? Give me a fucking break.
I mean, there's definitely racism, but
okay.
But also, no one's on the other side of the issue. I don't even people.
Why not end hunger? End homeless. I mean, give me a fucking break.
Well, Dad,
seriously,
we've talked about. I've said this on the show. My belief is that, and we say this all the time too. Like the government is focusing on the wrong issues, right? Like there are real issues that they should be solving, and it's because there are some issues that they can't solve, or they've tried and they failed. So instead of the government constantly like saying we're going to end homelessness and then failing, and we lose all our like trust in them,
credibility.
They can then pick out fake problems that they can work to solve.
People are stupid. I don't want to see fucking end racism or choose love on the back of a fucking football helmet. I think the name of the fucking team should be back in a helmet. Give me a fucking break. That's just my opinion.
That's also like so to me. It's so insignificant.
It's not that it's so significant. It's just, it's enough already. That's all. Look, we've been over this 100 times.
I mean, it's also, to me, that is a little bit worse. Like, putting that is low-key more offensive because it's like you weren't bothered to make any real change, but you put that and you think that that's good enough. It's like, if you know what I mean? It's so...
I think it makes you more racist by seeing that shit. That's my opinion. I think it divides people more, makes people hate people more when I say it takes all of us or this or that or whatever, or end racism.
So when you see the words end racism, it makes you hate. Like, that's ridiculous.
No, it makes me fucking
it's
like
so
it makes,
nonsense.
Because I'm so because when you again, it's not nonsense. It's the labels, the separating, putting people in categories and boxes. People just
and racism is not any boxes.
No, but
everyone should be in the same box, don't you think?
Okay, but
no one should be on the racist box.
I agree. But
so then, what boxes are they separating?
Because it's constantly shoved in your fucking face. You live your life. You just live your life.
I mean, it's on the back of their helmet. Little. It's not like the NFL is changing their name to.
Give me a break. Same thing.
No fucking
when he took
racist.
A fucking knee, whatever. So it doesn't matter.
The taking the knee that didn't bother me either. The taking the knee.
Okay.
Yeah, just say, like, because people should be able to that's like Twitter. They should be able to do what they want to do. If you think Donald Trump should be, Twitter's a private company, and Donald Trump, you think Donald Trump should be allowed to do what he wants to do in the realm of the private company, and they should not stop him from doing that, right? Donald Trump should be able to tweet what he wants.
Taking the knee is different.
But then Colin Kaepernick doing something that he wants to do within the realm of a private company, the NFL, you think that the NFL, the private company, should not allow him to do that. So then why should Twitter not be allowed to take Donald Trump off?
What? No, that's not. I didn't. Again, Bronny, you're going to be a lawyer. Stick to the issues here. The issue with Twitter, the issue is not the fact of course, if it's a private company, can do what they want. That wasn't the issue. I'm just saying that if you're going to have one person's narrative, have all the narrative.
But why? They're a private company. They can do whatever they want.
They can't. I'm not saying there should be a law saying.
I know.
I'm saying
we're just having a discussion on it.
But that's not the issue. I'm just saying. To me, it's sort of when I talk about one thing about Pelosi, one thing about Trump, how Pelosi they took it down.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's so comical that people understand that these are not. They're not news. They're not forms that are objective. They're such narrative, but people watch it and listen like they're God, like CNN, Fox, whatever it is. Everything's so slanted in a particular way. Same with the fact that I never knew what shadow banning was. I never knew we were being blocked because I didn't believe you because I'm not on social media. But there's the truth because now I'm involved in it with the podcast that you see it. So I agree that a private company should be able to do what they want. That's not the issue. I just think it's funny if they don't like Trump, they take him down. That's all. Or they took him down from the January 6th thing because he was guilty until proven innocent. That's all they do. It's just bullshit. It's bullshit. It's all bullshit.
Yeah, and so I was correlating that to the NFL, like the NFL commissioner and the administration,
who's full of shit too and a hypocrite.
They didn't like that Colin Kaepernick was kneeling, so they stopped it.
They didn't stop it. Players took the knee. They didn't stop it.
They're not doing it now.
Some coach, because it doesn't matter anymore now. But some coach team.
Colin Kaepernick isn't a player.
Some coaches did not allow it, or some team owners, and some did allow it.
Yeah,
they allowed it. I don't know what the final rule was. Ruling of the the NFL, but they allowed it. Look, it doesn't matter. I just think that it's. I remember Nell's dad used to talk about his dog so much. The golden retriever, you hated his fucking golden retriever. But you ever go to, well, you're young, but you go to some people's house and they totally talk about their fucking kids. And you never met the kids and you hate the fucking kids. When you talk about something too much and shove in your face, it's human nature to fucking hate them.
So what are you hate? Like, so you hate black people because they talk about black people?
No, I don't hate black people. I just don't want to shove. Listen, you talk about.
I hear you.
Judaism all the time. When I went to Israel and the wrong program many years ago, I was in like this Orthodox program, and it was around all these Orthodox Jews, and they kept talking, "Oh, welcome home, my brothers." I fucking hate. I left. And I'm Jewish. I just don't want when you send in a fuck. There's a way to send a message in an eloquent way, and there's a way to saying a message that makes you fucking like, I'm done. Yeah, I'm out. I don't want to fucking give a fuck.
Yeah, I hear you. I
agree.
agree.
That's all, and I rather the energy being, I know it'll never happen, devoted to either domestic violence or homeless people or drugs or people that don't have money for food, things like that. I think is where the fucking money and the effort should be spent. Not on end racism, diversity. When America's the most diverse country in the world, I'm just telling you, I'm over it.
No, I hear you.
Me, Jonathan Bloom, is fucking over.
I'm just saying the reason the NFL of course, if the NFL, like the board, right, is looking and they're okay, we got to do something to like make ourselves look good.
To make us feel better about ourselves.
Yeah. And they're like, we got to do something. Okay. We can try to tackle homelessness, which will cost us hundreds of millions of dollars. Probably will get nothing done, and we won't be able to solve anything, and it'll make us look bad. Or we can say we're tackling racism, which costs $0 because all we need to do is print. Actually, it costs the $20 to print the thing on the back of the helmet. Of course, they're going to go with that one. It's just easier.
I'm not talking about what they're going with. I'm just saying in just a general statement.
Yeah.
What?
No, of course I'm not saying. I'm saying. It's an easy decision for corporate America to try to tackle racism than it is for trying to tackle domestic
just don't do
violence.
anything. It's football.
This episode is brought to you by Manscaped, who I am thankful for in this Thanksgiving season and looking forward to using for the holidays, because holidays is a important time to stay trimmed and up to date. And it's like, your holiday bush trim with your lawnmower.
Actually, Burke used a nose trimmer and cleaned up before he went back to school.
You got it.
Yeah.
It's very important.
And we're going to get him the new one, the 4.0 version, because he has the prior one, which
he
is
has
the
3.0.
cord. That he doesn't have the rock, so that's
he has to plug in. He doesn't have wireless charging.
Huge difference, though, in that alone.
Oh, well, honestly, in the Lawnmower 4.0, which is Manscaped's state-of-the-art, brand new, top-of-the-line trimmer, body hair and beard hair trimmer, I keep mine, it's wireless charging, so I just keep it in a dock
Same as
all
me,
day.
yeah.
I don't have to keep plugging it in. It never runs out of battery because I just keep it there, and it's always charged. But it's great. Manscaped uses their skin-safe technology, so you don't have to worry about cutting yourself, nicks, all that stuff.
Never nicks. It's great.
It's really great. So head over to their website, manscaped.com. If you use the code DaddyIssues20 at checkout, you'll get 20% off your entire order and free shipping. Believe me, Manscaped is a great gift for the holidays for your father, for your son, for your husband, even the women. It's called Manscaped, but women would enjoy it.
No, yeah, it cleans that shit up real nice even for women. I agree.
Anywhere on your body. And so also while you're there, check out all their like grooming products as well. Those probably make great like stocking stuffers, little gifts for the holidays for anyone in your life, because it'll improve your life if you're a guy. If you're a girl, it'll improve your guy's life and your life. Or if you're a non-binary person.
No, but even vice versa. Men don't want the women to have a winter bush down there.
No. And if you wouldn't have a winter bush, at least you need to keep it. You need to trim the hedges.
Trim it like a runway.
Yeah. So once again, manscaped.com. Use the code DaddyIssues. A runway. It's called a landing strip.
Runway. I'm old school, bro. On runway.
Manscaped.com. Use the code DaddyIssues20 at checkout. You'll get 20% off and free shipping.
Just don't put anything.
I mean, they're not really doing anything. They just
football. No,
they
it's
put
football.
7 letters on the back of their helmet.
And the end zone.
Yeah.
It takes all
but
of
it's
us.
not like they're like talking about it. They just put that there.
But every time you fucking there in the running for a touchdown, they're in the fucking red zone. I got to see it. I just want to watch the game. Just like in a movie. I don't want to we talked about it. I don't want a political statement. Just want to fuck. It's not the form. I don't want it. That's all.
Yeah.
Period. Doesn't require more.
But the thing is, some people do.
Some people they don't. They're fucking. It's subliminal messaging, and they fucking people want to be led. They don't. If people just act like fucking people and stop with the labels and this and that and whatever, I don't even want to ever discuss diversity anymore. I have no desire to discuss diversity. It's the stupidest fucking thing in the world. It's the fucking waste of everyone's time, diversity.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. Like you said a little bit ago, you said America's the most diverse country
Correct.
in the world. It's crazy that we literally have the most ethnically diverse country in the entire world. And yet the people in America say that like we
need more
evil, and that the other country, they look to all these other countries that are like great, right? Like most countries in the world are so ethnically one culture.
Correct.
And they're if you think America's racist, guys, these other countries are so fucking racist. Like in Japan, they are so racist to anyone that isn't the one ethnic thing of Japanese. China, forget about it. China literally kills ethnic minorities, literally puts them in concentration camps. Every other country, Italy, that was just a huge problem in Italy. That's why like this new prime minister that they chose, the whole reason that she won was because she was running on like we need to keep Italy for Italians. And when I mean Italians, I don't mean like how we say in America,
European
Americans. I mean like ethnic Italians. In America, we don't have an ethnic American. We're all American. So it's like the rest of the world is so
But America won't be America in 100 years from now.
What does that mean?
It's not. It's going to be completely different. It's going to be every other culture being brought into America.
But that is what America is. But like, what do you mean America's not going to be America? The whole point of America, especially the America we know, the America of the 1800s, early 1800s, let's say, late 1700s, different story. That was just, actually, it wasn't even back then because it was immigrants from Germany, Ireland, which we think of like, right? Like, we think of Irish people as white.
That all came here legally. I mean, people in America, most people here are supposed to be U.S. citizens. We are letting so many people over the borders that it's going to be every other fucking, it's not going to be America, you'll see. It's going to be.
So wait, so now you're
over.
changing. So you said it's not going to be America because there's going to be a lot of other different cultures. And now you're saying it's not going to be America because those cultures are coming illegally. So if the cultures came in legally and they all started changing our culture legally, would you be fine with that? Or would that still not be America?
No, I don't want our culture changed.
What's our culture?
I like the way America is with capitalism. I like that you have certain rights with regards to it.
None of those are our culture. That's our economy and that's our politics.
No, but that's generally our culture, Bronze. I'm not talking about that's our culture. That's what America is based upon. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. If you want to break it down specifically,
no. But I think when you say I don't want our culture change, you just mean I want capitalism to stay.
No, I like I like what America stands for.
But that already is gone. You know.
You guys are gonna have a big.
The America now and the America 20 years ago is completely different.
You guys are fucked when you're gonna have.
But
kids.
also, that's like what America, like the founding fathers created America as a project to be like, okay, let's try to do this thing called self-governance where everyone like governs themselves and we're a country of the world, right? Like anyone can come, partake in the project, join the project, and help shape it. That's what America started as. So any change from people from within is part of America. It's American to be like, there's a problem. Let's try to fix it.
Yeah,
that's how it started.
I don't.
The founding fathers literally, right? Like you hate. We both are against people like rioting in the streets, right? All the January 6th stuff in the BLM riots to me are the same, and they're both equally American. They're fully American. That's how America started. Was because a bunch of young people. A bunch of people in their 20s, George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, they were all in their late 20s, these guys. They were all my age. And they all said, fuck the people in power. And they literally took to the street, overthrew them, and started their own country. That's what BLM was doing.
No,
and that's what January 6th was doing.
Slight difference with BLM. Slight difference with BLM. With BLM, because people were black and such a sensitive. Let me.
It doesn't matter what
you want. Can I say more than three words? Please. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. With BLM, because it's such a sensitive issue with black people, what happened was when they were destroying property and committing fucking crimes, which is still being done today, people are afraid of having the police and the armed forces stop that, to prevent it. But if it was opposite, whatever, the police would get involved.
But that doesn't matter.
No, it does because
a revolution's a revolution. It doesn't matter what side.
But the difference is committing crimes and damage and destruction and not doing anything about it when America has the ability to do it. I don't agree with that tactic.
But the only reason so in a revolution, the only reason that something's a crime or a victory is if you win or lose.
No,
if George Washington started these wars, right? Like a battle, like the Battle of Gettysburg, right?
I'd be fine if there was a battle. I'd be fine if there was a war battle.
But if George Washington and John Adams, these people that we revere, right? They're our founding fathers, our heroes, American heroes. If they lost the battle, they would be criminals.
Okay.
So if BLM won these things.
But don't you understand? I'd be fine with a battle. But I'm not going to just let somebody say, "Oh my God, we can't say anything because."
Then why didn't you do anything about BLM, Dad?
Because I'm not in a position of power to do that. I'm not a police officer or an army. I can't take my guns and go protect certain things and that don't belong to me. So that's illegal.
But so you just let it happen. But then it can complain saying,
"I'm not complaining.
Should have done something."
I'm not complaining. If somebody came to my house, different story. I have no legal right to go into the public streets and prevent somebody from doing something to someone else's property. I don't have a right to do that. I can't take my gun and stop them.
No, but you don't have to do it with physical force. You can do it with other things.
I can't arrest. I can't. I can't.
You can do it verbally.
When you verbally, hey, stop that.
No, but yeah, try to like change the. Wait, no. You don't. You're saying they did bad stuff. And no one stopped them.
No, our government didn't.
Neither did you.
No, Bronson. I'm talking about our government. If there's a war and someone wins, the best man won. I don't agree with war, but the best person won. But if there's someone that just
Maybe
go
not the
do
best person, but whoever won.
meaning,
Yeah.
whatever. I'm saying figuratively.
So the victor go the spoils.
Okay, whatever.
Because like if BLM won, you wouldn't say they're the best, but they won.
Okay, my point is, Bronson, is that it's like this. If 50,000 women started doing this and started destroying property and causing fires and beating people up that oppose them, can't hit a woman. I don't agree with that. You know what I'm saying? Meaning,
right.
So,
and what I'm saying is like that means right. So if
that
BLM,
means they don't. That means they didn't win. They didn't win. My point is,
of course they did.
No, they didn't win.
So
I don't agree with the fact that
they won because you couldn't do anything about it.
No.
So they won. Winning the culture is winning the war. It doesn't need to be a physical war. How do you think BLM didn't win?
You guys are in for a
exactly because they. So you're saying America?
No,
is,
your whole philosophy of your whole thing. You're in for a shock.
But I'm using your thing. So you're saying America is not America anymore. We're in for a rude awakening because it's all going to go downhill from here in the next 20 years. My generation, America's culture is going to change.
Well, I don't think BLM won.
I'm not saying BLM specifically, but I'm talking about the liberal progressive shit that you don't like, the woke shit, is winning the culture war.
No.
But then how are you saying...
woke is not winning it.
But how are you saying
letting people in.
Can I finish 2 words?
Yeah, you said 90% of words, so yes, go ahead.
But I'm trying. Let me just finish the sentence, then you can go on. But how can you say that it's not America is not America anymore? You said that it's going to all go downhill. So is that not you admitting defeat? That means that they're winning. I mean, it might change.
Who's they? We were talking
the opposite side from you.
No, Bronny.
The progressive.
No. We were just talking about you're melding different issues.
We're having a discussion,
right? But we were just talking about BLM for a second.
BLM is an arm of the progressive shit.
No. You have to understand
BLM, woke, politically correct,
No.
liberal Hollywood, CNN, they're all part of the same cabal.
You have to say, no, they're not.
They work for the same team.
What I'm talking about America is that America is not going to be America anymore. What's going to happen, I don't think wokeness will even exist. You're going to have I don't know if it's going to be socialistic or full. You're going to have anti-American people and anti-Western civilization and anti-capitalism all coming into America and destroying America.
And so you think that's going to happen, which means that side is winning the war.
It's not necessarily a side. It's just what's going to happen. There's many different aspects coming to play.
I know, but you're the other side. So you're admitting that you guys are going to lose, right? Like American capitalism, traditional American values. If those have been the way for 200 years and now they're going to go away, that means they lost.
I think by the time you have your children, you're fucked.
Right. So what I'm saying is that side's going to lose. So how do we fix that?
I don't know how to fix that.
So you're just admitting the defeat.
I think you don't let people in. You don't let people
legally or illegally.
I think you need to fucking pull the reins back. You have to take care of it from within first. Get rid of the fucking government.
Part of have
consequences.
Well, yeah, the government.
Follow the fucking laws. Okay? These are big problems. I don't know what the answer is, but these are big fucking problems. And I'm not as worried because I'm 55, when you're 56 in a month. Okay, 2 months. I'm not as worried about me. You guys should be so fucking concerned. You should be so fucking concerned that it would scare the fuck out of me if I was your age.
I'm much more concerned about the big businesses ruining the world as we know it.
That's a big problem
than the immigrants ruining the world as we know it.
That's a big problem.
That's the much bigger problem. And that's why do you think all the media, which is owned by the big businesses, secret, why do you think all the media is pushing that the real problem is what you're saying? But meanwhile, the big businesses keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger behind closed doors in the shadows. But they want you, meaning us, they want all of us to focus on problems that sure are probably problems, but on a scale of 1 out of 10, they're probably 3 out of 10, where the businesses are the 10 out of 10 problems.
Now, I think, listen, when you have people that came over from another country to America and they came over here legally, there's a different pride. I have friends that have come over. You talk to them, there's a different pride and respect for America.
Come over here legally.
Legally.
You said illegally.
No, I said I thought I said legal.
No, I know. That's what I wasn't trying to correct you. I was just trying to make
No
it.
worries. So I think people that come over here legally, when you talk to them, they value, they respect them, or they want to be part of America. When people come over here illegally, they don't care. It's different. It's like that entitlement. When you earn your dollar, it's supposed to be given $1 or whatever it might be. There's a difference. You have to respect your country, respect it. Even though I might not respect all the rules and the laws I gotta make, whatever, I still follow them. There's a difference. People don't follow them anymore. Even U.S. citizens don't follow them because there's no consequences. It's such a crock of shit. You want more voters? Let people out of jail and pardon them all. Okay? It's just so corrupt. It's so self-serving that I welcome. I think it'd be great to have a fucking revolution that did something with our fucking government because it ain't fucking working. And it's a big concern. And I'm telling you, you kids are going to have it fucking bad. That's my opinion. I hope I'm wrong, but it's my opinion. I would not want to be.
The other side's winning.
I don't look as a winning or losing, Bronson. It's not a black and white thing. It's about this.
I'm just saying because that's how we got on this topic.
No, but there's numerous issues. It's like this.
Yeah.
I've used this analogy. To bake a pie, there can be 50 ingredients. You're taking out one ingredient and making a general statement. I'm saying there's many aspects that come into play. There's not one problem. There's not one solution to it. There's many. So it's not winning or losing. I don't look at it as if I get in an argument with your mom or with you kids, I love you. It's not about right or wrong or winning or losing.
I'm not talking about that at all.
I'm making an analogy. So
that analogy.
Yeah, because winning or losing is not the issue. It's about what's just happening to our country.
Yeah, but it's happening because people are making it happen. It's not just happening.
Of course, Bronson, I'm not saying it's just
right.
how to.
And so the people that are making that happen are on the other side of the ideal spectrum than you are.
But it's not that they're okay.
And what I'm saying is, so how do you? So you're just gonna let it happen?
No, I don't. I don't know. There's only so much I can do. So whether it's
we're just going to
voice my opinions, I have this podcast. I talk to people about it. I stand firm in my position. But I'm not in government. Okay, I'm not an enforcer. If I see someone committing a crime, I can't enforce it. Right? I would go to jail. I can't take it in my own hands.
But that's also, I think, is what's part of the problem. Is like back in. I mean, it's also much harder nowadays. But how we got on this topic is the whole American experiment. The reason why it started was because a few random people, were fed up with the way things were going and wanted to change it for what they thought was better. And so they just did it. And they did it and they made it happen. Well, and so that's what some people are doing in this country now too. But you don't agree with the idea that they want. And so you condemn them for it. Which is okay. I mean, revolutions
that's why I voted for DeSantis, and I'm happy he's in, and hopefully he'll change. He'll make Florida better. But you're also saying that the whole government needs to be revolutionized. But you understand?
But then you're using their tools. That's why I'm super against voting, because it's like, if I don't like the government, how can I use their tools to try to change them?
Bronson,
the whole thing
it's
needs
not
to go
their
away.
tools; it's the people. And therefore, you vote people and you like.
But you also think that voting is a full fraud and that people can scam elections. So it is their tool.
Bronson, you have to have, what you do is, if you like the person that represents you in office, you vote for that person. So like Florida, I think is great. I have no issue. I think there's bigger issues in our entire country. So I have to first take care of it within my home under the roof and make sure my kids are living the life that they should be and whatever it is. Then I look at my town, and do I like my town where I live in my street? Am I the city of Boca? And do I feel that's where I want to raise my kids and be established? Then I go one step further. Then do I like Palm Beach kind of opposed to Broward, kind of like Palm Beach better?
Right.
Then do I like my gun? That's what you do. Now that I'm Florida, I feel good about. Now hopefully with who will take care of America. I'm okay with the voting aspect. I have no issue with it. No one's going to be perfect. We talked about this. The government's not perfect. The procedure's not perfect. But if you have the right person in office, I'm not going to overthrow and put myself in office. I don't even know what the fuck to do, nor want the job. Or put somebody else in there and do overthrow just because, like, who's Cuba again? The guy who Castro, who does this and just runs the mafia. I don't want that. That's not what I want or what Putin does. I'm okay with the democracy. It's not an issue. I was okay when Bill Clinton was voted in. It's okay. It's no problem. There are going to be people that I simply do not like, whether it's Hillary, Pelosi, whatever. I just don't like them. That's okay. It is what it is. And hopefully and they don't do too much damage, and you get somebody in office that's going to be better.
Yeah, but don't you see? So you're saying, which I agree. That's how America works at the moment. But then you also are saying that, and you're like, yeah, and we're just going to do that slowly. But then you're also saying that the future, you go, you're fucked.
Yeah, I am concerned about if we don't have the right person. I'm very concerned about it. I'm not going to lie to you.
But then at a certain point, you're at a certain point, do you sacrifice your shit, and your safety and your security to make it better? Or do you just kind of accept that, like to go back to the founding fathers, they decided, they got together and they were like, you know what? It's gone too bad. Yeah, we care about our families. Yeah,
very different time back then.
Yeah, we care about our town. We care about our families. But it's gotten so bad that we now need to, like you said, I'm just focused on my family. And then when my family's good, I can focus on my town. When my town's good, I can focus on my county. At a certain point, if it's getting too bad, do you have to be like, I have to sacrifice my personal shit for the ideals of what I want to fight for in America? Or do you just roll over and accept that, quote unquote, as you said, we're fucked? Okay. Or is it somewhere in the middle?
All right, so a couple things about that. Number one is, because Florida's been great, so I'm going to take that, like people that have left California, Chicago, or New York, right? There are plenty of people that we know that have left those places because they're not happy and they moved to Florida. Mm-hmm. So they've done something. They didn't do it by an overthrow. They said, we like the government, local government in Florida. We realized that local government, we didn't realize prior to COVID, but local government has a lot of power and we're going to go to Florida. So those people have done something.
Making a positive change from a choice in their life. Yeah.
Right. Now, if Florida got really bad, I can't see into the future. I'd have to do it on a case-by-case basis and see what the deal is and see what's going on to protect our family and do what needs to be to protect our family.
Let's the politics, yes. We agree with that. I'm talking about the culture, because like that's how we got on this. We were talking about the culture. Yeah. You're like, you're fucked because it's all going to change. America's not going to be America.
I don't know
how do you do that?
I don't
do you
know.
Just accept
I don't know what I don't know what I would do. I think for me,
when I say BLM, I don't mean literally BLM. You know, I
think for someone like me and my age and my economic position and where I'm at in my life, that I don't think I would do anything personally other than create more of a bubble, more safety, live in an affluent area.
But you say the problem that the other side is doing is they're separating more. They're creating more boxes. They're creating more labels. Right. And you're saying what I'm going to do is separate more, create more boxes, create more labels.
At my point in my life is what I'm saying is
so you've just given up.
No, I'm not giving up. I'm going to live. What I worked hard for, I'm going to enjoy it. And I'm not going to risk it right now because I'm not at a certain age. I'm not going to risk it all. If I was younger, who knows what I would do. But I think that
or is it not drastic enough yet for you to risk it? No. But then you also think we're fucked.
I don't know. Listen, it becomes drastic if somebody comes and tries to fuck with what I have at my house and my kids. Then I will do what I need to fucking do to protect that. Okay? But right now, I live a nice. What do I need to do? I live in Florida. Okay? So we have high inflation, so things cost more money, and we don't have the same amount of money in the stock market because of what the government has done. Okay, my kids are healthy. They all have nice jobs. I could do what I want to do. So no one has the same amount of money they did a year ago. It is what it is, but we're not that student. We're very blessed and fortunate. What do I need to do? Listen.
But you also were saying we're fucked.
Yeah, I think America's a problem. So what's going to happen?
But you're also saying, but what do we need to do? That's a juxtaposition there.
No, I think the future is a big concern, and I think if we don't have the right government and we keep letting people in between safety and all this stuff, there's a huge concern. However, the safety issue, I think living in the little bubble that we live in, we can, avoid that. Certain areas we won't go to. We just won't go to those places.
But isn't that
Let them kill each other.
But that's bad because it's like if, let's say in this house, let's just take this room. In one corner of the room, there was mold that started molding. And it kept growing and growing.
It's not the same analogy.
And we were like, you know what? I can't deal with that.
Not the same analogy. Not even close to, not even remotely the same analogy.
Okay, so then I'm just bringing the story up. Fine, it has nothing to do with it. But if we were just if it was in that corner of the room and we just kept focusing on this corner because we're like, you know what? This corner is where I feel more comfortable. Eventually that mold's going to spread to your fucking corner.
No, but it's a bit, listen, I hear what you're saying, but the point is Florida right now.
Beverly Hills used to be super, super nice.
Right.
And the surrounding of LA was getting worse and worse. Now it's spilled in. There's shootings in Beverly Hills.
Yeah, I get it.
In.
That's why, but we have to stop letting people in our fucking country.
Those are Americans doing it, Dad.
No.
Okay, so you think all crime is illegal immigrants?
And
that's ridiculous. Why do you keep bringing it back to the immigrants?
California, which is defund the police, the mentality. Florida doesn't have that. It's very different. You commit a crime, you go into fucking jail.
Right, but
how about that?
But the California mold might slowly come into the Florida and infect the Florida mold.
So we need to fucking put more money into our fucking police. We need to put more money. We need to have better protection.
I agree.
If there was law and order, Bronson, you would see things. It's like this.
I agree.
You have a bad
but the
kid.
mold is not that there aren't police. The mold is that people don't value the police.
Well, because of what we've done. But if you have the chief of police saying, I don't care what people they value or devalue, you enforce the law, I've got your back, you fucking do it. You'd be surprised. But when you see bad kids, it starts from the fucking parenting. Okay? I don't need to parent someone else because let the fucking kids parent their own kids.
But at a certain point, if those parents are so bad to that kid that now
I say something.
That kid is affecting your kid, then you do get involved.
Correct. So if I saw somebody in the street beating somebody up, I would get involved.
Yeah, but you're saying, I'm just going to build my bubble more. I'm going to turn away.
That was a different, we're having a different part of a little more specific conversation.
Yeah.
That was a general thing.
I can't extrapolating out.
I don't give a fuck about California. Let California burn and rot and die.
But we need to because if California rots, it's like our house. If we're in this room and California is the room upstairs, we all still are in the same house.
Yeah,
though.
too close. You're saying the neighbor across the street. It's too close.
Eventually, the house is going to burn. No. If one of the rooms is on fire, the whole house is going to burn if we don't put the fire out.
Very different when you use an analogy of the house because literally, physically, that room is connected physically to our thing. California is
connected physically. We're all in the same landmass.
Bronson.
Stop being so literal, black and white,
Your
Dad.
analogy is incorrect.
Stop being so literal.
But your analogy is incorrect. This is going to be great for you for law.
Stop being so literal, though.
No, but I'm
not talking about literally we live in a house and literally this room
I don't
is
have
Florida.
to worry about California right now. I don't have to worry about California.
I think we all need to.
I don't think I have to worry about
unless
California.
we become our own country.
I think I have to worry about.
You were worried because you said all the people from California are moving to Florida and they're going to change Florida. So how are you? Well, how do we not worry about that?
As long as I have DeSantis right now, I'm feeling good. If we have a different office, someone in office, I agree that's a scary thing.
But it's a year thing right now, sure. But what if next year it's different?
I can never stop that people voting.
But you can if we address the problems. You're saying I don't give a fuck about California, but I can't do anything if they come here and change it. You can. You can go to California and say, "Hey guys, get your fucking shit together."
Oh, I can really? I can go do that?
No, you know what I mean. We all live in the same country.
You can't tell these people to get their shit together. You understand? They think we're aliens. We think they're aliens.
Right. So we need to fix that instead of saying
you can't fix that.
Exactly.
You can't fix that.
Instead of saying
how do you fix that?
I don't know. But the way to fix it is not by saying you can't fix it. I'm going to build my own bubble. I'm going to turn away from the mold. I don't know. But to start it,
maybe the states do separate. Who knows? I don't know.
If to fix it, the first thing is to say let's remove our bubbles and I'll talk, rather than you saying let's build our bubbles and turn away from each other. I don't know what the answer is, how to fix it, but I know for a fact that you can't fix it by building your bubble away from them and saying we're aliens.
Okay. All right.
That's not going to solve any problems. It's only going to make things worse. It might make things better for you in the immediate future, but in the long term, America being fucked.
While I'm alive, it'll make things better. I'll be dead.
Not maybe for the next 3 to 5 years for you, but it might make things drastically worse in 10 years. Things can change real quickly.
Well,
Nazi Germany was a Kaiser ship, and then 3 years later, every Jew was being killed, and there were concentration camps, and it was the Nazi Party. Literally within 3 to 5 years, everything changed.
I don't think there's a way to change that. That's my opinion.
To change what?
California, Chicago. The bottom line is this: you 100% need police and consequence and punishment. That will change things.
Yeah, but they don't believe that.
Okay.
So just how strongly you believe that it will, they believe that it won't.
But you need it, period.
I agree.
You need it. Police, jail was put in for deterrent, crime, and prevention. Okay? It doesn't deter people. They don't even go to fucking jail anymore, and the police don't even want to do anything.
No, that's the bottom line. With you, but that's also why we live here.
That's the biggest. That will solve a lot of problems. Not racial shit, not fucking diversity shit, not whatever. If you commit a crime, you go into fucking jail and you don't get out. Period. That's the world. By the way, you commit a crime. Guess what? You commit a crime. Guess what? You go into fucking jail.
As I should.
You fucking black commit a crime. You ain't going to fucking jail.
There's way more black people in jail than white people.
I'm teasing. Don't post that on fucking TikTok. I'll kill you.
But wait. So then, why'd you say that? Or
just teasing.
But do you think that's a wrong statement?
No.
Or do you think that's a correct
But I would
statement?
tell you. But if a black person put BLM spray paint on the street, they're not going to. You put fucking
White power.
No, that's nasty. WLM for White Lives Matter, you'd go to jail. 100%. For
that one is probably more true than saying
that's
you
100%
commit a crime and you're white, you go to jail. And there are much more black people in jail than white people. Much more.
Well, many more black people commit crimes.
Maybe.
No, that's a reality. I'm not saying it's a lot of their fault, meaning how they grew up and things like that. That's a lot of problems with growing up. 100%. You growing up in our household, plus some kid growing up without a father, without money, or it's not the same background. 100%, the kid is much more likely to be doomed. It's unfair. That's a whole different 4-hour podcast.
Whole different conversation.
So I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but that's still committing crimes.
Yeah.
There's more black people committing crimes.
But you just said if you're black and you commit a crime, you don't go to jail. But now you're saying they're all in jail because they committed crimes?
No, meaning there's the reason why there's more black people in jail than white people because there are more black people committing crimes. They're different issues again.
Or are they also just being persecuted more for those crimes? There are a lot of white people that commit crimes that don't get persecuted. The other day, fucking was driving down. I had full white privilege. I was driving down the wrong side of the street because there was a little bit of traffic on the right side. And I was so impatient that I went into the other lane, cut around all the traffic, and then made my left because I knew I was making left. My shitty luck, there was a cop right there that pulled his thing in, stopped me, he goes, what the fuck are you doing? And I was like, I'm so sorry. I know this line, they're waiting for the school, and I live right there, so I was just trying to get around them. I was fully breaking the law.
I don't think anyone's going.
And the guy goes, all right, just be safe. When I was here in Boca driving the other day, remember, I was speeding. I was going 20 miles over in a residential thing. The cop right away saw me and I was like, God damn it, I knew it. And he pulled me over. He looks at my thing. I was like, I'm so sorry. I know I was speeding. I know I fucked up. And he goes, all right, just drive safe. Be careful next time. If I was a black kid in a less nice car in both of those times, it probably would not have gone as smooth as that. So yes, maybe more black people are committing crimes too, but white people commit crimes. Those aren't crimes, but you know what I mean? White people do bad shit too, and they get away with it more than black people.
But yes, that's true. You get away with it. But I want to say this for a second.
But so that's a big problem.
No, wait. It's not a big problem. I want to say something for a moment. Let me finish. First of all, the police don't really want to give anybody a ticket or pull them or really arrest anyone that does something that it's human nature. We've all done that. People do stupid things. It's not really a quote a crime. Just hear me out for a second.
Yeah, it's not a crime.
Just hear me out. So now, if you had a certain look, you were tatted up, long hair, dirty looking, you were in a shit car, and you were an asshole to the cop, their instinct, they do this every day.
And I'm white, you're saying.
And you're white. Okay. And they do this every day for a living. They're going to say, they're going to give you a much harder time. You were in a nicer car, just is what it is. You're clean cut. You were respectful to the police officer.
Yeah.
You weren't a dick. I bet you if there was a black person in a nice car, just a normal and acted nice and said, I'm so sorry, officer, and was not rude, whatever, it's human nature. The cop's not going to be a dick. If it was a black person that was an older or a Spanish person in an older car, whatever, you're a little weary in an area. Wipe your corner.
Right, but that's objectively unfair.
Well, it's not objectively your left eye. It's not It's called instinct. And by the way, police officers have to use.
Of course.
By the way, judges, justice is blind.
Yeah.
You're human beings. There's
fair.
no way to remove that. I am telling you right now. There's no such thing as blind justice. I'm in the courtroom all the time. It does not exist.
I know.
I represent clients. Some are lawyers, some are not. You could represent them, and you go, that guy's a piece of shit. Do you know what I'm saying? Still got to represent him, but it's different.
Of course.
Just like if it's just human nature. So I think the fact that if you are in a By the way, you don't feel uncomfortable if you are a white guy driving your car and you're in some real bad hoodlum area and you're whatever and it's shady. Your instinct kicks in. It's called human nature. You're a little more uneasy or on edge. If someone's driving a neighborhood that's predominantly wealthy, hear me out, and it's a very, let's say, Santa Barbara, and you see, I hate to say this, 2 white kids with tattoos all over in a 20-year-old beat-up car, or 2 black kids driving, it's going to be raise your brow no matter who you are in your neighborhood. It's
everyone
just out of character.
Totally.
And the cops have more experience. And by the way, and I know it sounds terrible, but if they have more experience of more black people committing crimes and more police shootings that are more black people, they are going to be more uneasy.
But that's like systemic racism. That's where that comes in.
I hate to break it, but it's also
and then it perpetuates itself. But it's right because if they're more worried of black people, because black people were committing more crimes, so they're more worried of black people, so they're going to persecute black people more. Then those black people are now going into jail. So now the next generation might grow up without fathers, or they went to jail themselves. So now they are going to commit more crimes, which is going to make black cops more wary. So it's like a cycle that perpetuates.
Or rather than having, when a lot of these people that pull over have numerous rap sheets with things like this, a lot do. I'm telling you right now, they're not first-time offenders. Or if you get pulled over,
at one point you have to be a first-time offender.
When you get pulled over, okay, I'm not trying to be a dick. I would put my hand on the wheels. I have my gun in the car. I can tell the officers, I just want you to know I have a full carrier's permit. I have my gun in the car. There's a way, just like talking to adults, a certain respect.
Of course.
You treat them with respect. The minute you act like a dick, you're putting them on edge.
Yeah, and when I encountered both those cops, I was very, very apologetic, respectful. So they were respectful back towards me, of course.
Right.
And I could have handled it differently, and it could have gone differently, of course.
Remember when I was a dick when I was in college? I told you that Hawaiian Tropic when I went to that mud and oil wrestling. I never told you the story. What? So we're 19 years old. We
Hawaiian Tropic mud wrestling
and oil wrestling. We got in we had fake IDs. Me and 3 of my friends, and we go in and we get in.
Oh yes, with I'm not going to say his name.
And I'm like such a tough guy, and I'm like, so I'm opening my mouth. We want to go ahead and oil down the girls, whatever. And then the bouncer comes over. No, you don't. I know. And the bouncer comes over and asks for our ID again, and we get kicked out. And I open my mouth like a fucking tough guy. Which is not true. I go, my father's a lawyer. He's going to sue your place. So the guy, big black guy, fucking takes me and throws me up against the fucking wall and handcuffs me. Let's see if father get you out of this one. I was a dick. I'm only joking. I was like a pussy. I started like, my father's going to kill me. And the guy, but I was a dick. Do you know what I'm saying? And the guy fucking.
But like so you were a dick. Hear me out. You were a dick. You were young. You made a mistake. That was a stupid mistake because you were just trying to be tough or whatever. And you got off scot-free. It was fine. There are plenty of people that do that. Black kids who are stupid. They make a mistake. They're a good kid, but they're acting tough because they feel like they have to. They're 15 or 18 and you have whatever. And they make a mistake and it fucks their life forever for the rest of their life. And then it's a cycle again. And now so it's like you got lucky.
I got lucky.
Yeah. But most people don't.
But it could have been where I maybe didn't get lucky.
Yeah, but you got lucky because you're probably like a wealthy white kid.
No, but
wealthy white kids get a lot luckier than poor black kids. We're just lucky.
Okay, I understand. But I'm just saying it could have went. I just think that if you act in a respectful manner and you want to
make mistakes.
Listen, of course, people make mistakes.
Yeah.
I'm saying I can make a general statements. Mm-hmm. If people act more respectful, work harder, respect themselves, don't want handouts, know the environment you're when you're talking to somebody. Like I might talk like this, but when I'm in court, I understand my environment. I talk very different. Okay, so I just think that people need to do that. Now, the part that sucks for, let's say, inner city kids, or they don't have a father or the parents or money, whatever, they're not taught these things. So it's a hard thing. Listen, it's a tough thing.
Yeah.
It is a tough thing.
I don't even know how we got on this.
Whatever. Let's do a follow advice and wrap this up. But it is a tough thing because you also have a haircut. But I think things are, Brian, I think things are unfair. I do. I think things are just unfair, and I think that
they definitely are,
and that's just life. And people are more fortunate than others, and I think that's just life. What about people who get illnesses and die? That's unfair, right? I mean, there are things that just are fucked up.
Yeah, but that's an unfairness that like is done to you externally.
No control.
Racism, unfairness shit is like, it's stuff that we could fix. We could make it more fair. Maybe not never make it fully fair, but we can make it more fair.
But Bronny,
cancer you can't make more fair. It's just going to happen to you.
I think racism is a bad thing.
Yeah, but then when you see end racism, you're like, fuck that.
No, because I don't want to shove it in my face. No, I think, listen, of course I think racism is a bad thing. But in the same token, I think that the culture, also if they want to be, they also have to, whatever culture it is, you have to, there's ways to do things and ways not to do it. Yeah, and you have to change certain things, whatever.
And also it's good to be, just to wrap it up, if you're trying to change things, you also, like, you need to, what's the word? There's a word for it. You're trying to like convince people or persuade. When you're trying to like make change, the point is to persuade people to agree with you. And so what they're doing, their tactics clearly aren't working because it's taking a lot of people like you and making them worse, right? So like the end racism, shoving it in your face technique is the point of it is positive shit, right? Like you don't think that they're trying to ruin the world with end racism.
No, because it would be a beautiful thing if we could.
But their tactics are
they're clueless,
not working.
Clueless. That's a well said statement.
Yeah, it's not that they're evil. They're just their tactics are making it worse. Actually,
I want all people to be treated like human beings and equal.
Yeah,
but I don't think it's ever possible because there is everybody's racist, everyone's biased, people lie. That's just the way it is, Brian. You're not going to get around it.
Of course, everyone's biased, but like,
and everyone's racist.
But you can also like. Yeah, but that can be made better. We see it. Look at my generation of our... Sure, there's definitely some racism still, but like the way we think compared to the way my great-grandparents think is so different, and that's within just 100 years.
I agree with you.
100 years before them, there were literal slave owners. And 100 years before... so it's like...
Right.
Sure, racism might always exist, but it can get better.
Isn't racism reversed now, too? Because
not reversed, it's just all racism.
No, but white people are racist just because they're white? Or you can't get into college because you're white male.
Yeah, but
white male
it's
is
not
toxic.
That. But you say everyone's racist, everyone's biased. Yeah, but it can be made better.
No, but
it can.
It's reversing.
Okay, so then we can make it better still.
Okay,
it can definitely be made better.
Good luck. You use that as your mission. Let me know how it works out for you.
Okay, this fatherly advice is from Taylor. It says, "What would be your best advice for meeting people outside of dating apps, John? When you gave your advice to your boys to just ask a girl for a drink." That would be great, but it doesn't happen often. I go through cycles of downloading and deleting the apps because I feel that's the only option today. I am what people would consider traditional and old-fashioned. I go to work, spend a lot of time with family in the weekends, and go out with friends occasionally. The problem is if I'm out at a restaurant or bar, none of my friends really get approached by men. I want them to take the initiative to lead, but that's out of my control. What would you recommend me to do? I'm afraid that if I don't do anything, nothing in my life will change. Always appreciate this segment of the pod. Thanks.
What do you think, Brian? Because you're in the dating world, I'm not.
Yeah, so I agree. The dating apps, like I deleted all mine like 2-3 months ago. I'm not on them anymore. Now I only will like go on a date with someone who I meet organically, either through a friend,
word of mouth,
or out at a bar, or if someone sets me up. That's just how it is for me now, because there was no success or fulfillment from any of that. So if you're finding that no one's approaching, then the only thing. So if you want to meet someone organically,
do you meet in the bars? Like,
yeah, but I approach people.
Right. Okay.
So if she's finding that I approach people and I have gone on dates from just meeting people out at bars, right? So if you want to meet organically and you're not getting approached, then the equation is easy. You have to approach. That's the only option. If you're finding that you're going out to a bar to meet people...
Would it bother you if a girl came up to you?
Bother me? Any guy in the world would love to be approached by a girl. My friends and I talk about
so that's good advice to Taylor.
My friends and I talk about this all the time. We say that the only thing a girl needs to like get a guy interested in her out at a bar is to talk to them. Look, not even talk, look. If a girl looks at me and smiles at a bar, I'm like, okay, cool.
So that's great advice. There you go. So Taylor, you have the power. That's what you're saying.
100% Taylor.
But is the guy going to think that she's going to get laid that night or no? Because she can control that too.
Well, that's up to you. If you're like rubbing his shoulders and shit and like talking sexually, then he might think he's going to get laid. But if you just, it's very easy. Any guy would be happy if a girl approached them. Let's say even if they don't find you attractive and they're not interested in you, they still are going to be happy that you approached them. They just are. Like, as a guy, you get used to it, but a lot of times you approach a girl, they're like bitchy to you, they're mean to you, they don't even look at you, they don't give you the time of day, right? So as a guy, you learn to accept that rejection. As a girl, guys are not going to do that in general. Most of the time, if you're a girl, even if they don't find you attractive, they're still going to be flattered that you approach them because guys never fucking get approached.
So Taylor, it's an easy one.
Yeah.
Let's just solve that. There you go. You literally hold the power and the control. So if you go out with your friends and you see a guy that you think is cute, go up and talk to him.
Yeah, what's the
no
worst?
downside?
The worst is they talk to you and then nothing happens. Okay,
right. Big deal.
But if you're saying you don't want to do any of the apps, but you want to meet someone, so I hear you say that you consider yourself old fashioned, so you want the guy to approach. It sucks. It's just not going to happen.
But that's right. And by the way,
Taylor,
this is better than a dating app because dating app is just salesmanship. Here, if you go up to a guy in the bar or with a group of people and you go up to a guy, in 10 minutes, you're going to talk to me. You're going to know whether or not you're wasting your time or not.
Yeah.
So you're going to cut right to the chase. Exactly.
You don't have to waste time or money or effort.
I think it's a great advice. See, that was an easy one, Taylor. There you go. Keep us posted because I think now I get the old-fashioned thing, but it's a different world. I agree with you, but I don't live in today's fucked up generation. So I think you should go up to the guy. Nothing to lose. You'll know if you find him attractive. Physically, you might when you go up to him, but you'll hear him talk. You'll get some conversation, see if you like it to go further or not, and you'll go from that point.
Yeah.
Good advice. All right, Bronny. Love you, everybody.
Love you too.
Take care. Bye. You're joking, right?
Well, I'm trying to be hopeful. I'm trying to be optimistic about that.
Well, I guess you're too young to be a little pessimistic like me. The fucking things I see out there, people are stupid.